Baker 025, welcome back. Ask a mod, well done.
So I'm gonna cut that one in. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Really showing us very much. No, the plant's basically dead after this. Good morning, Mr. Buckman. Right, Mutters, what do we do with this?
Well, if it works anything like a baler, just eject the bale.
Unload unfinished bale, yeah?
Presume so. So I've never done it, so... And then I come in behind you, once you've dropped it off and pick it up with this trailer and then take it for sale.
It's a giant chug cube. Wow. It's like it just gave birth. I would love to jump into that.
Might have to move that a bit more, boss.
Your previous statement, there was a mental image that I did not.
Where's the contract terms? Has this got to be sold, Alex?
It's the flashing green circle on the map.
Okay. That's the grain mill.
Yeah, marshmallow hype.
Yep, on the grammar.
Just like a run and jump into that. It'd be so much fun. That's hilarious.
I don't know whether we've got to strap it on.
Yeah, let's have a look. Have a look at your options to see if there's like a lockdown, because I can't see any strap.
Bell can strap it down if there is any straps.
You can see like how much it's missing off the full length. Like it should be the full length of your trailer.
I think so, yeah. Right, best place to sell this thing.
Probably the
Spinnery
only
is.
place.
Only one at Spinnery.
Oh yeah, Spinnery south, the middle of the map.
Down in the town. Cool. Right, keep a lookout for... See how much we get.
Did you buy the other field, or is that it?
We haven't purchased it because we didn't know whether you would need it to empty. But we can if you want to.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, if you've emptied it now, there's not really much point, is
See
there?
how much we get for it first. That's about 3/4 of what it should be. Yeah, Alex is in the game. B9, good night.
Good. I've just crashed out of the game.
Crashed out of the game.
Yeah.
As you.
Gone. Not quite sure what happened there.
Have we still got that roller?
No, it was only leased.
Ah.
Why didn't we just keep it?
Because it was 16 grand to buy, and it was for how often we were going to use it. We decided that 1300 quid was better.
Yeah, but the daily rate is a lot less. So, like, if you only buy it for one day, it costs you a lot of money.
Well, aren't we on like day 4 now? I don't know. I didn't return it, but it was leased.
Well, if someone can grab one and come up and split this field in 4.
Coming back in. Synchronizing.
Great.
Terrain.
Pull up. Pull up.
Where's the spinnery?
And I'm back.
Never been down this bit of the map. It's kind of cool. Motley, if you want to tab into your tractor. No, new map today.
Right, unload bail. Because I gotta. Here it comes. 6,000.
6,400 euros.
Yeah.
Well, that was worth it.
Are you actually having a giraffe?
For all of that? That's just like, really? The field cost 170,000.
It says fertilized 0%, so you could get 30% on top.
Plowing as well.
Wait, so how much did we get then? 364?
6,460.
And that was 3/4. So that's probably about 8 grand for a full bale. And with a 30% boost, or if you fertilize it and everything else, probably looking at nearly 10 grand for a full bale.
Depends. What's it at? Your harvester holds 20,000 for a full bale. So just type.
When he emptied, it was just over 12,000.
I reckon it's 10 grand for a full bale if it's fully yielded. How much would we get if we filled that with crop?
Well.
Thank you for 14 months, Darkfire.
We would probably get, for workout from the other field, probably 3 times as much. And that was soya.
Wait, no, 65% yield bonus. So if we got that fully yielded up, we might be looking at about 16,000. If we fertilized it twice.
Like a from like a soybean crop though,
But
without doing loads of extra stuff.
it doesn't say
Yeah.
that you have to plow it. It says plow after corn, potato, sugar beet, and sugarcane. It doesn't say cotton. Good night, Mrs. Fusty. It's up to 13k or so per bale. My maths is saying probably a bit more, but not more, not much more. If you get this 65% bonus on top of that, and I think you're looking at, let me think. You're probably looking at just over 8 grand for that bale, and then 65% on top of the 8 grand. So like another 2/3 on top. So you're probably looking like another 5. So you're probably looking about 13, like you say. Yeah, fully yielded, you're probably looking at 13 grand a bale. Full, like max.
Yeah, see, we get more than that.
Prices vary just like the other crops. Yeah, they do. The problem
we could,
is,
turn that whole field into a forest and make way more than that just from logging.
there's only one place to take it. Yeah, so whatever they're paying, that's it. At least with the other crop, you've got some kind of competition pricing going on. I think we should reseed it, this field, with something else, and then see how much money we get and compare it.
What's
We
the
should
best then?
put a standard crop on it then, put either wheat or barley on it, rather than canola or soya.
We haven't done anything with silage yet, so you can put something on that will give us some silage.
Corn,
Yeah.
because then we can use a forage harvester to break it down.
Is there a consideration to make 18, 19 and 20 into one field?
Well, at one point, you guys were talking about flattening 20 and building on it.
Yeah, but then we stole some of 6 instead.
Yeah, we kind of spread our farm out rather than building it all around 20.
Oh, I'm trying not to sneeze. I think we're going to use the crone tonight. Soybean growing. Soybean growing. Fertilized. Fertilized. Why would you bother with cotton when it's so low profit? Yeah, I don't know the answer to that one. I mean, we bought that field, but I mean, the machinery is very expensive as well. I'm surprised it's such a low price. Okay, so what needs doing now then?
That field needs replanting with something. I need this field splitting number 6 splitting into 4, and then it needs replanting.
So you want me to, what, get a roller and split it?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. I know it's kind of an odd shape, so you're not going to get the bottom half very even, but
Yes.
whatever you can do with it.
Stutty, somebody did say 35k for a bale, but that didn't just happen. Unless there's a larger bale. That's the thing, though, is like, if it would have been 35 grand a bale, that would have been worth it. But 6.5 for 3/4 of a unfertilized bale, it's a bit lame. What was the rolling under again? What category is the roller under, guys? I can't remember. Crop protection, subsoilers. I hate these categories. Why can't we have a search box? Is it MISC? The meadow roller. Yeah, it's like 166 per day. 10 days for 1,600. Why does that cost 800 per hour to operate? You're just dragging it around. Why does this roller cost 830 euros per hour to operate when you're just dragging it around?
Dirt builder.
Yeah, new set of bearings is expensive.
I just jet wash it.
Well, it's the EU. You know what they're like for overcharge.
What difficulty have you put this on, Paul?
Let's have a look. It was on Farm Manager, so it should have been on the normal.
No, it's just someone had a point of.
I didn't choose the third
harder
option.
difficulty. Okay.
I'm not sure where that would be. I don't know, where is that set on the settings?
I don't know. I'd assume that might be on the menu on the exit.
Well, I did exactly the same we did yesterday. I chose the middle option, Farm Manager. The third option is the one that says it's difficult. Well, no, because Stotty, I think that what we had was a 20,000 litre bale, and we had almost 3/4 of that. We were on about 14, nearly 15,000 litres at the time. At least see the will, but it'll be later next week.
You know what it probably was with that bale? Because there's a 2-bale trailer you can... So I reckon that whoever got 30 grand out probably took 2 bales in at once.
Well, I'm pretty certain they said 35 for one bale.
I just don't see how that's possible. I can see 15 grand for 1 bale, so 30 for 2.
Well, 1 bale is 20,000. If they are at 760, then just times it times 20.
$32K for one bale. Doesn't make any sense.
What is it? 765 per 1,000 kg.
So Mick has messaged me and said he's on the first easy option, and the cotton is coming in at nearly 1,000 per litre, rather than what we're getting, which is half that.
Well, this is what I was about to say. Is like to the people in chat saying this virtual farmer guy got this much money. There's some variables there. One of them is whatever pricing he was on, and did the place you take it to happen to have a special deal on?
Yeah.
Right, is it 6 we're splitting here, Jack?
Yes. So just one line down the middle, but then I don't know where you want to put the line going across because it's so weirdly shaped at the bottom.
Somi, I'm gonna grab those here.
Grab what, sorry?
Oh, I'm just gonna grab those 2 bushels here that are still standing.
Yeah, there is some beside me now.
Oh, I forgot to unload it. Scumbag, scumbag.
Just a bit.
I think the middle is just to my right. Yeah, that way you are.
You clean and clear, Alex?
Yes, sir.
Oh, gotta be about here, I think, Jack.
Yeah, looks about right.
You can choose whatever currency letter you want. It's just a symbol. Euros, dollars, GBP. We'll do a double on that, so we can actually get vehicles down the middle of it. Use your Massey Ferguson mug or the Scania mug. Go for the Massey tonight while we're farming. Scumbag Jules. We started off in farm manager mode formal, so when you create a new game, there's like, start off with a pre-built farm, start off with a farm with nothing and no equipment, and then there's like a hard mode. We went middle. Hard mode, the economy is a lot more brutal, so the prices are, you start off with less money and the prices are low, so you're gonna have to be very careful with your expenditure. The roller basically flattens your grass, but it also creates grass bizarrely. Bucky. Bucky OG, welcome, sir. Welcome to the house. Let me give Bucky a nutty welcome, guys. Thank you.
Happy anniversary, Nata.
I want to go about here-ish. Molasses, 44 months. Keep my eye on the next badge. Keep up the great streams. Thank you very much, Molasses. Well, how amazing is this roller? Look at this. Instagrass. I don't know if we're doing ATS or ETS tomorrow, actually. I don't know. I'm not going to do 132, 133, though. Effectively, Nandas, yeah. Well, you kind of do and kind of don't. Like, if you look at it on the overhead, it's like split it, but it's still the same numbered field. If that makes sense? Wackaday, wouldn't that be great? Stephen C, 38 months. What's changed since Farm Sim 17 and is it worth the money? Can't answer either of those questions till Tuesday. Will you ever live stream your flights and get your IFR rating? IFR, maybe at some point. Stream your flights. I don't even know if that's going to work. I'd have to have a passenger who would deal with that aspect.
Yeah, like you wouldn't have volunteers for that.
Yeah. But the right volunteers. Jack.
Yeah.
What happens to your plow when you go through that bit?
Nothing.
Cool.
I've got it set to create fields turned off.
4G reception there is really bad. I've seen who was it now? I've seen people stream live from the phone and in the States. And it was hit and miss. Like, they'd be taxiing around, it'd be fine, they'd take off, and then it'd break up, and then it'd come back a few minutes later. It's kind of very hit and miss. Because you're flying, it jumps from antenna mast to antenna mast, and it's very hard to maintain the signal. Derka won a while ago and it was a spotty connection. Say again?
Just need to seed it next.
Oh, scumbag.
Well, we're all right, boys. I found the loo.
I was just using the bush.
No. Didn't fall down the well, did you?
Not quite.
Missed a bit, Paul.
You saw nothing.
Do we have a dog yet?
Nope. I had a dog on the last one. Collides. What a lot of rubbish. It's like too close to that. It's crazy.
That was an expensive doghouse.
For that price, you better have a coffee maker and tea.
Got a water bowl in fact now.
I just threw the ball and he ran after it. Jack picked it up and brought it back.
No way.
So I'm guessing they patched something. Yeah, he just brought it back.
Yesterday's dog was just lazy.
Okay, I just threw it. It dropped through the floor and he barked at me.
Welcome back.
Yeah, he chases the ball now. Oh, what'd you do with the ball? There you go. Ready? Oi! You lazy scruff. Get the ball. Oh dear. You've returned from eating loads of curry. Nice. Good luck with tomorrow. Frosty Forza, welcome back.
Happy anniversary, Matter.
Ka-ching! Like 42 months, Frosty. Oh yeah, there will be mods of different dogs. I really want somebody to do a Westie. The dog looks stupid and pointless and you can tell the squirrel wants to say it but he can't. Dude, I've had dogs far worse than that one. I've had dogs who like literally don't get the idea. Like you pick the ball up and throw it and they go, well, I'm not even joking. Doyle, when you throw it, he'll go after the ball, pick it up, start chewing it and bark at you. And if you go over to him, he'll basically run off with it. So he thinks it's a game of Doyle keeps the ball and you go after him. But the Staffordshire Bull Terrier I had, nah, throw the ball. You what? What's all that about? Yeah, exactly. He turns the game around into you chase me. That's exactly what it
My
does.
cat used to be playing fetch.
Your what?
My cat had these little spongy balls, and I'd throw one, and she'd bring it back and then meow at me until I throw it again.
Let's stay on that there. It's got weed on it. So 18, 19 and 20 got weed on it there.
Yeah, it looks that way. 20 looks like it needs lime. And 19 and 18 need ploughing.
Yep, 100% weed on this field. Where did you put the weeder?
I believe I leased it. I didn't buy it.
Do we still have it, or did you hand it back?
I think it's been handed back. Might be worth buying the weeder if it's this constant.
Yeah, I think that's one we're going to keep needing.
Which section is it in? Oh, there it is.
It's under its own.
Yeah.
What's that one there?
Streamer blindness.
No, it's like there's so many sections and like there's no search boxes. Just until you learn where everything is, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And you can't even sort this like alphabetically. It's just nuts. It's not in any order. It's not even categorized or grouped. It's just, ugh. How long does this go? I'm not sure. 120. Take that one, I guess. Love that. They put in categories. Well, they put in brands. Yeah, you got vehicles, then tools, objects and place, but that's your categories. But within tools, look how many icons you've got. Yeah. But then these, they're not in like an alphabetical order or a searchable order or anything. Like if I want weeders, I can't just go A to B, W weeders there. Can I? I have to go, where the heck is the weeder icon? I'll tell you why they don't add a search box, because it would be harder to implement on console. This thing's bigger than I thought. Whee!
Welcome back, Mata.
How do these weeders, when you drag them on the ground, know the difference between a weed and a plant?
Magic.
Mad Max, welcome back.
Maybe because weeds are not as well planted in the ground as a poppy.
Say weeds are probably more planted in the ground.
I was going to say some of the weeds in my garden are absolute sod to get out. You keep getting adverts like 3 times in a row on your stream.
Mata.
People usually only get one. Twitch must really like you. Stotty, welcome back. Is it actually doing anything? Well, let's hope so. Yep, the pink is going. See, weed. At this stage, the weeds are only quite small, so it's hard to see the visual difference. When they're on the bigger weeds and you have to spray them, it's really noticeable. Now the GPS is a mod, and it's not on 19, which is annoying. It's only my stream and no one else. I can't explain that. I don't serve the ads, Twitch does. You need to ask Twitch that question.
Me and Muttley just AFK for a bit.
Enjoy your beer.
Stackers.
How are you getting on, Alex?
I'm wondering what needs doing. I've got nothing to do.
Yes, quite a lot. Let's have a look. Well, what field are you doing?
20. I'm weeding 20.
Right. Yeah, 19 and 20 and 18 are still growing. I'm doing 6 currently.
I don't know why they can't add GPS either, to be honest with you.
You could start seeding in one of the parts of field 6.
Yeah, 6 is split into 4 now, so you can seed like oats or something in one of them.
It's wheat, barley, and oats. We need.
Does it need subsoiling or is it already
It's all been ploughed.
ready? Oh, perfect.
What did it have before? Does it need liming?
Does it? No, look.
Have a look on the map, see if it needs lime.
Nope, just says ploughed. Oh, hang on, wrong screen. No, it doesn't say it needs lime. Yeah, just seeding.
A little bit missed there, look.
So wheat, barley, or oats.
Out with. There is that aspect. If you don't, like you say, don't do everything, it keeps modders interested. However, I kind of feel like GPS should be in the
I
game
shall start with oats.
because it is a real part of
Sounds good.
farming.
Try and remember which bit you put in which square there.
I don't know, T-Dog, mate. I have to try it. I don't know. It works. It gives you a Steam key, so you should be able to use it. Which way are you going, Alex?
This way. Now I say that in a complete non-review, non-committal way, but that vent has some pretty mean light.
Full disclosure. Definitely a non-review way, but
Exactly.